What is prayer? Now, that might seem obvious to most of us, but let's talk about it because it's important. In Acts 2:42, they were continually devoting themselves to prayer. Prayer is a main function. It's intended to shape a community. So, how do we practice prayer together and build our community around prayer? Now, firstly, what is prayer? Is simply communicating to God. We can do that in several forms. There's supplication, where we're asking for help or guidance. Thanksgiving, where we're just thanking God. The Eucharist, we gave thanks, we bless it. There's praise, where we honor and give prayers of adoration. And then there's prayers of confession, where we are confessing something in our heart and we are saying this privately or in public. Now, for us as builders, in terms of building a church and a community, how do we do that around prayers? I would say simply we need to get comfortable praying together. Now, one of the most interesting parts about prayer that I think is often overlooked is when we look to prayers, or we'll say professional people that pray, not just speaking. It's not just talking or forming a sentence. The scriptures talks about prayer in utterances, in groans, how the spirit groans and creation groans. Kind of like I imagine somebody when they get up, they're like, those are the noises that the spirit communicates to God and intercedes for us. It's not just verbally, it's heart wise and mind wise. How do we pray together? I think the most important part of prayer is listening. What I love and I think is important is when we pray together, I think our prayers are intended to shape each other. Because when we listen to one another, I think we can hear God's heart more clearly. Sometimes we can address things in our own heart that we need to be repentant of or change. And that's where I think we're called to be shaped, not just by our prayers, but by the prayers of others.